Okay, so we've talked about Batman, Grant Morrison's Batman run from start to finish.
And if
Or
you
to
haven't-
current, rather, not finished. But
Yeah,
current.
and if you haven't been reading, go read it. If you have holes, fill them. It's so worth it.
It's been one of, I think, more of the definitive Batman runs ever. I mean, it's very rare that in this day and age, a writer stays on a title for very long.
And
I mean, you look at things like the Superman books have very rarely had consistent creative teams for more than a couple years.
Yeah.
With the two franchises that I can think, three actually, that have had consistent creative teams are Batman with Grant Morrison, Green Lantern with Jeff Johns. Bendis has been with the Avengers for a long time, and Brubaker's been with Captain America for a very long time. So, I mean, like I said, in this day and age, it's very rare to find a writer that's that heavily involved.
And telling not just a great grouping of stories, but one cohesive epic
that just keeps building, and Grant Morrison does that in spades.
It never dulls. It
so
never
I mean, if
slows.
you want a thick, involved Batman story, and that's the thing I like about this
Yes.
is that these arcs, while they build, can be read on their own too.
Oh, of course.
Batman and Robin, especially.
Indeed.
Batman and Robin almost purposely was done that way.
And you can just pick it up.
You could pick up the first volume of Batman and Robin, having not read anything to this point, and still really enjoy it. And that's, I think, what I like most about it.
Because it's a nice balance of recap without, saying, why'd you even read these other comics?
Yeah, you can read Blackest Night. It tells you everything you need to know from Final Crisis. It does not make you have to read that stuff. So
another reason that I have not read or bought it.
Final Crisis has been recapped plenty of times. You don't need to.
Exactly.
So we've got, like I said, now we've got Grant Morrison leaving Batman and Robin.
To go do Batman.
To go do Batman Inc., which, as he has said, is the next part of his Batman arc. And he basically keeps saying, initially R.I.P. was going to end it. And then he thought that this was going to end it, Return of Bruce Wayne with the final arc there. And now he's continuing on.
I just think he's having too much fun, and I'm having fun with him. So
I am. I mean, like you said, it could be a little hit or miss with the concept of Batman teaming up with people, but
yeah, that was something that worries me. He said he got the idea from watching the Brave and the Bold cartoon.
He got some inspiration. He didn't necessarily get the idea from it. But then again, he said that that's one of his favorite books, honestly, that DC puts out right now, is the Batman, the Brave and the Bold comic.
And you know what? It's great for what it is. It really is. Yeah. I highly recommend it. The cartoon, even.
Then again, Tiny Titans is great for what it is. I mean, Tiny Titans is fun. Art Franco, or rather Franco and Art Balthazar, are really, really good. So, I mean, you end up with a situation where you've got great, great storytelling on a great high level. And I mean, this is, like I said, it's the kind of thing where you've got, you can always reread it and almost always find something you didn't before.
Yeah, it's just, it scares me, though, that it's going to be Batman featuring, once a week.
We don't necessarily know if it's going to be like every month is somebody different, though. Maybe characters are featured for certain arcs. So it's a little too early to really judge.
Right, and I'm not judging. I'm just expressing concerns.
But Batman Inc. will be launching in November with Yannick Paquette on art. And we will have, like I said, in that month, we will also have Batman Dark Knight with David Finch writing and drawing. We'll have Streets of Gotham. We'll continue with Paul Dini and Dustin Nguyen continuing their House of Hush arc. Batman will be Tony Daniel writing and drawing. Detective Comics is going to be Scott Snyder. I don't think we know who the artist is on that yet.
I don't know.
And then, so I mean, a lot of Batman, but a lot of it's really promising creative teams.
I can't get enough of it because not only am I going to buy these 6 ongoings, you also have the one-shots like, honestly, I'm going to give it a second chance with issue 2. And also, I mean, to harken back, I mean, Kevin Smith's Batman Cacophony was so amazing that without knowing anything about Whiting, Gier, Guy, or whatever, I went and bought the first issue, and now I am next week or
this week.
Yeah,
2 days we'll get Whiting. Now that's been one of my issues with Whiting Guy. When did we see issue 5?
When did we see an issue?
When did issue 5 come out?
Oh God, that was
like March.
Yeah, March.
It was issue 6 has been horribly delayed. And I'm sorry, but that has always been Kevin Smith's rap, is that his books are always late.
You also got to consider the man's directing films, writing films, has kids, has...
I understand that, but then don't commit to this.
Right, and
if that's the case. But now, and then again, there may or may not be some blame to place on Walt Flanagan. Although I'm still pleased to no end that Walt Flanagan's doing the art. It's just
of course. I mean, it's funny. You hear all these stories about Walt, and
it's honestly Walt Flanagan is the guy that's getting to live his dream right now. First it was owning a comic book store, and now he's drawing a comic book for DC. So that guy, and props to you, Walt Flanagan, if you are seeing this. You've done. It's really great that you're getting to do this. I would give my left nut to work at DC, to write a Superman. Honestly, that would have been my dream, is to write Superman with Rod Serling. But, you know, we're not going to get it.
For Kevin Smith, you know, sure, it's delayed, but you know what? I know it's going to be worth it. The only thing that bugs me is that we're waiting this long just for the ending of Part 1.
Well, it is double-sized. It's $4.99.
Yeah,
it's a very, very big issue. And it was actually given out free at the San Diego Con if you went to the Batman Widening Gallery Con.
And
that Kevin Smith appeared at.
I love you, Kevin. I would have.
But Kevin Smith wasn't supposed to appear, but he showed up by surprise.
That's
which is kind of it's kind of cool. Have I seen Kevin Smith? No.
I have.
He's actually going to be in Houston at Woodlands Mall this Thursday for a Smodcast with Scott Mosier.
I'm going.
I thought about going. I think I would work. But it's kind of cool. I personally have not been enjoying Wiring Gyrie and Cacophony as much as this guy, because I have Guardian Devil over there, and I have Quiver over there. And to me, those were much stronger, cohesive stories. And I think that Kevin Smith was telling a much bigger, grander arc within those. And I think, but to me, it helped a lot when he admitted that Gyrie and Cacophony were not canon.
Yeah, and
I think to me that canon, well, initially it was said that they were essentially Bruce Wayne stories, just not necessarily now.
Right.
Which I'm okay. Which again, it just. To me, when it was established that they weren't canon, I think that worked a little bit better. Yeah. And the art, Walt Flanagan started off a little shaky with Cacophony, but I think really started to get his stuff together.
The art in Cacophony was
with Widening Gyrie, and I'm not sure when we're seeing Part 2 of Gyrie. I have no idea. I think they said January, February, maybe.
And so
I don't know. Well, we know he's got Red State coming, so it may be a little bit longer.
And hit somebody.
Hit somebody. So let's just hope it doesn't take the route of Daredevil to Target.
Right.
Which we saw one issue of and then never saw anything else. But
please don't do that to me, Kevin. I love you. I love Batman. This is my dream come true. I get to watch Batman as if it were Randall. Yeah.
And you wonder why I have a problem with it.
I can't. I can't help it.
I kind of like the character he introduced, Baphomet.
Oh,
Baphomet?
Yeah. Goat Boy.
Goat Boy, yeah, him.
It's original, and you know, again, I mean, that's something Grant Morrison.
Kind of a cool idea. I'm not sure if he's necessarily going to be added to the mythology in as much as stuff what Grant Morrison has done.
I'd like to see him get his own book. Maybe even Kevin Smith continue doing that.
It's I like that he included the Green Arrow character he created, Onomatopoeia.
Yes.
That was one of his post-Quiver arcs on Green Arrow. He did Onomatopoeia, which I enjoyed. And I don't know. Widening Gyrie's been enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think that it's on par with Guardian Devil or Quiver.
Issue 1, they're banging Nazis. That's every Irish Jew boy's dream.
Yeah, but in Guardian Devil, all Guardian Devil does is art by Joe Quesada. Ha! I made fun of you, Joe Quesada.
Cup of Joe?
Fuck you for one more day. And give me Neil Gaiman and Alan Moore Marvel Man, damn it. And put the friggin' Captain Britain, Alan Davis omnibus back into print if I could spit it out.
Words.
Yeah, because we're straight up gangster. Homie.
The Ghetto of Beverly.
Anyway, so we've talked about Grant Morrison. We've talked about Kevin Smith. We've talked about Neil Adams.
Unfortunately.
Frank Miller. Frank Miller, you used to be awesome.
Yeah.
Now you kind of suck. Well, I just wanted to get a quick Frank Miller reference in there. He'll be finishing up his All-Star Batman run with Jim Lee in next February, if any of you are interested. Jim Lee, I'll check it out for Jim Lee. I have the All-Star Batman and Robin hardcover over there, only for Jim Lee.
And if you just can't get enough of Bruce, there's always Long Halloween. The camera's still rolling.
I know it is. Long Halloween, motherfuckers. All of it.
Epic.
All 13 issues that I found in my back issue rating.
What? Quarter inch?
Yeah, pretty much. Batman Long Halloween, if you need your Batman fix. There's always Batman trades. Your Bruce fix. And check out, what was the one that did after that? Dark Victory?
Yes.
Yeah. There's always Batman for you. And you've also got Justice League, the James Robinson writes with Dick Grayson as Batman. You've got Batman Superman, which is usually Dick, or rather Bruce Clark stories. So, I mean, there's always your Batman fix. We just love Grant Morrison. And if you love Batman, check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's going to wrap us up for this time. You think?
Baba Booey, Howard Stark's penis.
Yeah, I'd say that means we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.